I'm in St. Kitts, downtown Basseterre, walking along the walkway here. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about the residency by investment. We did a video, some people missed that. If you missed that video, this is to tell you a little bit about that. You hear a lot about the citizenship by investment program in St. Kitts, but they actually have a residency by investment program. If you do a Google search, you probably won't pull up anything except maybe my video on it. It's really amazing that they don't publicize this, but it is a long-term type thing. If you're looking for citizenship, you don't want to probably go this option because it's going to take you years and years to get it. We did an option, an example with Rose Love. It was on. She was a lady who actually went through the whole complete residency by investment that led up to citizenship. She was from Guyana, and it took her 14 years of residency. And then she spent 2 years literally just batting her head against the wall trying to get the government to actually approve the citizenship. And she finally got it approved, but it took basically about 16 years to get the passport, citizenship, and everything. So, 45 days to me, investing in a property is a lot better than going out, 14 years and then getting the applying for the citizenship and then maybe getting it after 15 or 16 years. That's the thing you got to look at. Now, if you don't have the money for the the 200,000 fractional or the donation, which is roughly going to run you, if you don't have any family members, you got probably anywhere from about with everything probably around 170,000 up. Then this could be an option for you, but it's going to take a long time to do it. But it's easier if you get citizenship to set up a business too and not have the obligation to have to hire people. Now, in some cases you might not have to hire people. You could come down here, set up the business yourself, and they're very flexible here. They don't require you to have an office. You can take off and leave if you want to do that. Very few places in the world can you do that. And you can do it actually using an unincorporated business. The flexibility in setting up a business here, I'll be honest with you, I set up a company in Singapore many years ago, and I'm going to tell you something. As far as the ease of setting up a business and the benefits you get from it, this should be on tops. It should be beating Singapore by a long shot, because the fees here, you're looking at about $185 to get your license, and then you're looking at 2% business tax, unincorporated business tax. Compare that with Singapore, where you're going to end up paying the individual taxes, and the corporate tax is going to be a lot higher than that. Sure, it's a territorial tax system, but they're going to tax you what I call heavy taxes inside the country, because when you compare it with the 2% tax, that's almost zero. Okay, so why they don't have St. Kitts on top as number one, and not, where they rate it now, I don't know, because it certainly beats Singapore and Hong Kong. If you're looking for a business where you're doing business outside the country, you're not depending on local income in your business, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't get better than this. I can sit down with you and show you the figures doing business in Hong Kong and Singapore versus St. Kitts. The fees here are so much cheaper, and you're almost paying, the income tax is zero. Your business tax is only like 2%, and you get a deduction off that before you pay that. So I'll sit down with anybody any day of the week and compare Singapore, Hong Kong in setting up a business versus St. Kitts, and I'm going to tell you, they beat it down here. There's no place on earth that I've seen this is quick, efficient, tax-wise, just the licensing fees are incredibly cheap. Cheaper than Singapore, I can tell you that. And the cost of living here is cheaper than Singapore too, because I've been to Singapore many times. So this is an option if you don't have the money. But like I say, if you got the money, folks, purchase a property or do a donation or whatever. I think your real estate option is a lot better, because we can arrange it where almost all your money or most of it's invested. You're not paying out a lot in government fees. In a lot of cases, we can make it where almost all your legal fees are paid for. Man, that's about $15,000 right there. So these are some things that you're looking at that if you want to get a residency by investment, you don't have the money, this is the place, okay? If you're a business person, you're making a lot of money, don't go that route, okay? You're looking at years and years and years before you're gonna get the passport. Go ahead and buy a property and get your citizenship in as quick as 45 days. And you got it out of the way. You don't have to mess with it anymore, It doesn't make sense to do a residency by investment that way. But if you're looking for residency by investment, you don't have much money, we did a computation on all your fees from start to finish on the residency by investment, roughly around $12,000 US. That's with all the fees from start to finish, okay? Now that's a cumulative over about a 14 to a 16 year period that you're spending that $12,000. It's not up front. Those are little fees that you're spending over a period of time. And we did a video on that. If you get a chance to look at that video too, that was a real good video. Look at that one and look at this several times. But it is a good place to come. It's not going to be for everybody. It is a slow place. But like I say, you can have your business here and then you can take off and leave. You don't have to you don't have to have a physical office down here. And now, it's they could change the rules on how they tabulate the residency by investment for citizenship purposes. And right now they're wanting to see that you had your business for 14 years down here. Now, if you're taking off and leaving for tons of time periods, and then you try to get your passport and citizenship after 14 years, you might be sadly disappointed, okay? This is what I like about the citizenship by investment. It's predictable. If you're going to be setting up a business here on a residency by investment and you're going to take off and leave and just hopefully get your citizenship somewhere down the road, that's unpredictable, okay? And I wouldn't advise doing that. I would tell you, if you're going to do the residency by investment, you're definitely going to plan on moving here. You don't have to be here all the time, but the laws could change. Different prime ministers could come in and make it stricter on the residency part, on the residency by investment. And if you haven't complied to that 5, 10, 15 years later, you might be surprised to find out you don't get the passport. I would be coming down here and staying the time period and just leaving, for small increment periods, maybe a month or two at a time. If you're going every year for 6 months or 8 months at a time, you're basically playing Russian roulette with your passport, okay? What they're going to tell you to do, or what the results or what's going to happen after that time period, I can't tell you, because the laws change here, the prime ministers change, they have new requirements and stuff, and that's a long period, 14 years to wait. So that's not the way to go if you got the money. But like I say, it's a way you can get the passport if you basically don't have any money and you want to pay only $12,000 over a 14, 16 year period, okay? And this is what we're looking at. Also, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, hit that top bar, it says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit that bottom bar that says send it to us. You'll get, we'll give you, we deal with a lot of different countries all over the world, citizenship by investment, residency by investment. Also, I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And don't forget to go to our website and try to get some help on this, because folks, this can be really complicated in getting this stuff done. And we can help you get this set up, depending on what you're looking for. St. Kitts might not be the place that you want. I always put, the reasons I like St. Kitts a lot, but it's not right for everybody. You have to make a decision. But as far as getting the passport and citizenship, I'd say it is. But what you're going to need to do is make that decision. And then if you want to go and live somewhere else and get your passport here, or your business here, and then live somewhere else, you can do that too. So you have to make that decision on what you want to do and how you want to run that. But this is actually Bird Rock, which is an area, it's a subdivision off in the distance here, and on the other side of that is Frigate Bay. But if you're wanting a place, like I said, that's simple to set up a business, it's extra simple if you got citizenship, because it's a lot easier to set up bank accounts. It's a lot easier to set up your business here. You got all the rights that a regular citizen has, except you can't run for public office. That's the only thing, the difference between an economic citizen and a naturalized citizen. That's the big difference. So, this is something that you have to look at, decide what you want. Now, I've been through, a lot of people wonder, well, what's the difference between this and going with some of these other citizenship by investment programs like Dominica, St. Lucia, and Antigua, Barbuda, Grenada. Well, first of all those that I've mentioned, Antigua and Barbuda are the only ones that don't have an income tax other than St. Kitts, okay, of the fast track. In fact, St. Lucia and Dominica have really high internal taxes. So the difference in what you're paying between a St. Kitts and Nevis passport and St. Lucia and Dominica is peanuts compared to not having an income tax for the rest of your life. It's a no-brainer. It doesn't make sense. I would pay a little bit more, and you also get more visa-free travel, about 12, 13 countries more with St. Kitts passport than you do with St. Lucia or with Dominica. And so that's something you need to think about. Now, if you go on the real estate option, there's not that much difference between Dominica and actually St. Kitts as far as the real estate option goes, the cost. But your visa-free travel is a lot better with St. Kitts and no income tax in St. Kitts. That's the big difference. So, if you're trying to make a decision on this, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit that top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit that bottom bar that says send it to us. We'll get back with you. We deal with a lot of citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And folks, you really should hit that subscribe button if you want to get videos automatically. You don't have to search for them. They come up every day. Hit that subscribe button on the right of your screen and that notification bell next to the subscription button. You'll get new videos as they come out automatically. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below and I'll get back with you. And I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.